That's a good ball, and Welbeck is through here. Danny Welbeck through on goal. He loves scoring against Villa and at Villa Park, and he's done so again. His first goal in Albion colours. Beautiful chip finish over Martinez, and against the run of play, it's Aston Villa 0, Albion 1. How far up had Villa pushed? Woeful defending, really. Welbeck sprinting all the way through, and a beautiful chip finish over Martinez. Taken short. Back it goes. Trossard whips it in. Good delivery. Headed down, should be. It is 1-1. Danny Welbeck with the leveller. Relief for the Seagulls. Such a crucial goal. So late in the day. Morpay, clever touch, opens up the game. Trossard sweeps it out to Welbeck. Moda's charging forward. Welbeck wants to check back in onto his right and does so and goes for goal, and that is sublime from Danny Welbeck. Almost a mirror image of the Trossard goal, shaped for the far corner, his third in Albion colours, and Albion double their lead just 6 minutes into the second half. Here he is, Trossard. Rolling it to Gross. Gross has Morpay to his right. Here is Neil Morpay. Fizzed across. Good ball! Good header, Welbeck! Oh, Danny Welbeck scored against his former club to give Albion the lead. A brilliant, brilliant counter-attack from Albion. Welbeck turns into space and fizzes it into the corner to surely seal all 3 points for the Seagulls. A brilliant finish from Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck has just conjured a moment of real magic. Into Tau. Welbeck makes the run, it's a good ball as well. Welbeck through on goal and chips it beyond Fabianski into the empty net to give Albion the lead. Little dance routine, and why not Welbeck again for the Seagulls. And it goes, Welbeck's there, Welbeck into the corner, and Albion in dreamland at the start of the second half. Brilliant delivery, brilliant header, Albion double their lead. March, stationed on the right now, comes in field, rolls it to Lallana, now Cucurella scoops it across, Welbeck! We do have a grandstand finish because Danny Welbeck has levelled it up for the Albion. Remarkable! Morpay out wide, he looks up, and there's Welbeck, and there's the leveller. Morpay to Welbeck, Danny Welbeck off the bench to great effect again for the Seagulls. Cucurella gets it back, gets himself into a crossing position, drilled across, Forster makes the save and is prodded in. What a start! Low cross from Cucurella, mistake from Forster in the Southampton defence, and Danny Welbeck was there. The Albion moving with Welbeck, and Welbeck could be in here. Danny Welbeck chips it in. Brilliant finish. Albion deservedly lead, and it's Danny Welbeck with a sublime chip finish over Meslier. And Danny Welbeck with his 5th goal of the season. Over it goes. Welbeck's there, and that is a fitting way to end the season. Danny Welbeck securing all 3 points for the Seagulls. Outstanding. Here's Welbeck in for 3. That'll do it. Danny Welbeck back with a goal, and all 3 points all sewn up for the Seagulls. Of course, Solly March was involved again, 2 goals and an assist for him, but that is fine work from Welbeck. Past Canate, over Gomez, eyes on the ball, and volleyed beyond Alisson. And the game now beyond Liverpool. Now Welbeck. Buonanotte. Albion still pouring forward here in search of goal number 4. Welbeck is there! It's a fine finish from Welbeck. Flicked into Welbeck. Couple of touches to get it out of his feet, and then bang, into the corner. No chance, Areola. Back into Welbeck, lovely round the corner and helped on. One-touch football, so fluent, so many bodies in the middle for March to aim for. Mee makes the block, falls back to March. Infield he comes, scoop to the back post, should be 2-2. It is 2-2. Fantastic football from Brighton, they're level again. Danny Welbeck, right on cue. Oh, it was great football to get March into the space for a cross. Second time of asking, he provided an inch perfect centre for Danny Welbeck. Mitoma, infield he goes, but taken off the toes of Welbeck, then given straight to McAllister. McAllister into March, now out for Gross. Gross back onto his left, across it goes. Welbeck's there, and Danny Welbeck again at Stamford Bridge hauls Albion level. Gross with his left peg measured to perfection into Danny Welbeck. What a ball that is from Gross. He'll go again. Neto has popped up on the left. Wolves give the ball away for the umpteenth time. Gilmore spreads it to Enciso and he'll keep that in. What a great ball that was from Gilmore. Enciso driving at his man, back to Estupiñán. Estupiñán into his favoured left. Great cross. Welbeck's there and Danny Welbeck makes it 4. So simple, so effective. Albion look home and dry before half-time, and Danny Welbeck gets on the score sheet. Richly deserved for a fantastic first half display. Webster and Enciso. Drops for Welbeck. Welbeck! 5! 2 for Welbeck. 5 for the Albion. Danny Welbeck given acres of time, acres of space, and he used it to full effect, lashing it beyond Sarr. Adingra makes the move. Welbeck gets the ball. Adingra has options in the middle. Good looking cross as well. Welbeck's there and Welbeck scores. Incredible. Brilliantly worked into Welbeck. Well onside there, Adingra. Great cutback as well. Clever leave from Lallana. And the defending in the penalty area, non-existent. Welbeck all on his own. Mitoma. Back to Igor. Across to Van Hecke. Can they unlock this Palace defence? Gross whips it in. There's the header. It's there! Welbeck! An absolutely incredible header from Danny Welbeck. Gross just swings it in. Welbeck rises highest, and that is as pinpoint as it gets. Gross, Webster, Gross again, swings it in. It's deep, back post, Mitoma, Welbeck rifles it home, and Albion double their lead. As easy as that for Danny Welbeck. He scores again at Bramall Lane, and Brighton are running away with it here. Adingra gets an early touch as he flies down the left-hand side. Here is Adingra, works it in field, pulls to Moda, and then Welbeck. Oh, what a start! Extraordinary! Albion fans in ecstasy as Danny Welbeck rips one into the net. Beyond Kelleher, Anfield stunned. Good ball from Baliba, really whipped that into the path of Pedro. And Pedro rolls it across and it is stabbed in. Brighton have one back. Danny Welbeck, fresh from signing a new deal, he's here to stay. And moments like that are the reason why. Oh, given away. So simply, so easily, the break is on. Welbeck charging through, Adingra to his right. Welbeck in on goal and places it to perfection. Danny Welbeck doubles Albion's lead. A simply brilliant finish. Oh, that was class from Danny Welbeck. Joe wants it wide right. He's going to aim for in the middle. Dangerous cross, very dangerous. Drops to Mitoma. Mitoma whips it, should be 1-0, it's 1-0! It's Danny Welbeck again. Brighton hit the front. Danny Welbeck, in a rich vein of form, scores for the second game running. And all Manchester United defenders can do is stand around and stare. They don't know how it's happened. Welbeck looks the far likelier of the two. He sets himself. Welbeck curls it and plants it into the corner. Absolutely magnificent from Danny Welbeck. Albion have turned it around with 2 in 2 minutes. He strode up to it and generated plenty of power, and he was absolutely pinpoint in his placement. Jorginho. Oh, great feet from him. Jorginho, and he's got it across! Goodness me! Danny Welbeck has put Albion into the lead, the comeback complete. An abundance of desire to get to the ball. And he scrapes it across, and Danny Welbeck is completely unmarked in the middle and was never going to miss from there. Welbeck, now then, Jorginho, Welbeck, could he be in? Danny Welbeck, he is in! Danny Welbeck opens the scoring at St James's Park. That man again. No wonder they're in raptures in the away end against the run of play. Brighton have silenced St James's Park, and it's Danny Welbeck who simply cannot stop scoring. Where's Osar? Didn't go to plan. Jorginho, Welbeck! Danny Welbeck! Danny Welbeck, yet again. Inspired, exceptional. No one can stop him, and he cannot stop scoring. Oh, captain for the day, Danny Welbeck, leading by example. Yari into Jorginho. Jorginho away from one and into Welbeck. Welbeck's in. Welbeck! Oh, it's in! Danny Welbeck has smuggled it in. Yari into Jorginho, whose thought was to turn and drive for goal. And he slides in Welbeck, and that is a measured finish. Absolute precision from Danny Welbeck. The coolest of heads when it mattered most.
O'Reilly. Minter's cross in towards Welbeck, and it's in! A record-setting goal for Danny Welbeck, and it comes in this game against this opponent. Danny Welbeck equalising against Palace, just as he did last season. A fantastic cross by Yankuba Minteh, and a deft, cultured, experienced touch into the corner. And it arrives off the boot of Danny Welbeck. For the second time in as many seasons, he scores at Selhurst Park.
Now Minteh up against Lewis Potter. Minteh drops a shoulder. Vifa steers it in. Welbeck's header! It's beautifully placed. And Danny Welbeck, right at the end of the half, makes it all square. Well, Danny Welbeck showing exactly why he's Brighton's all-time top Premier League goal scorer. This is a header of rare beauty. How he squeezed it in from here. Had to fight to get on the end of it. Welbeck very focused indeed. Short run up. Welbeck strokes it in. Brighton do have their lead now. Danny Welbeck leading from the front to give Albion the lead. And it is richly, richly deserved. Well, Danny Welbeck has obviously been keeping tabs on Joao Pedro's penalties. That was very, very calmly done. Sends the keeper the wrong way and rolls it with precision. Minte still carrying Brighton's biggest threat. Minte's cross, a brilliant one! And Danny Welbeck right on cue. There's the equaliser. They have been threatening that. Danny Welbeck himself had already gone close. No mistake with that finish. An absolute bullet header from Danny Welbeck. And Brighton are all square at the bridge. Minte, Gruder, through for Welbeck, Welbeck, 3-1. There's the icing on the cake. Danny Welbeck wheels away, twirling his shirt above his head. It's celebration time. The 3 points are secured. Minte again involved, winning the ball back. And Welbeck with a classy finish, the kind we've come to expect. Brilliantly done. Brighton have roared back in this second half and deserve the 3 points that are coming their way. It's been wonderful to witness. And that is a fine way to cap victory. Welbeck second of the game. Albion's third. 3 points are making their way down to the south coast from London. Here's Jorginho, and Jorginho, through it goes, Welbeck's in, Danny Welbeck, beautifully done! A superb finish from Danny Welbeck. Slide rule from Jorginho, the perfect weight of pass, and Danny Welbeck did the rest in style to give Albion the lead. Stunning work from Jorginho. The run from Danny Welbeck, the movement exceptional, and the finish absolutely first class. Just a little dink. Yari, great ball for Vifa. Vifa, what a tackle, Welbeck! Wonderful once again from Danny Welbeck. Albion retake the lead. Full of confidence, absolutely no doubt in his mind that this was going in. The pass from Ayari, the run from Vifa, and then another outstanding finish from Danny Welbeck, who is very much the man in form. Minte, Welbeck, Gomez, all there. It'll be Welbeck, and Welbeck! Magnificent! Danny Welbeck's at it again. And he has curled a brilliant free kick up and over the wall and has beaten Senna Lomans to give Brighton a glimmer of hope.